Mr. Chan, congratulations on your new position in IIF, and thanks for your long-standing devotion towards IIF, Mr. Hans. And we are lucky enough to have both of you on one platform, and we can have a few questions from you today. The first question is about digitalization, how you see the future of digitalization in fashion and textile industry.
Okay, thank you very much, first of all, for giving me this opportunity. This is my first interview, actually, as a IIF president. Taking after Han, it's going to be a challenging business, but I hope that with his help, we will carry IIF to better places. Digitalization is one of the topic at the moment that we all talk about, and it has been coming for years and years, but with the pandemic, last 2 years, it's really jumped up very high. And coming to our lives, we always, use our telephones, laptops. In the pandemic situation, we used our laptops all day, work from home, and this is the help of digitalization. And in our production side of the digitalization is also increased the business time, because before digitalization, we used to make samples, we used to send it to customers, and we used to waste a lot of time, and the production times went on and on and on. But with digitalization, we could just make samples on digital platforms, and to customers and manufacturers, without seeing each other, they can just online system adjust the designs and make new designs, and this way we save time, we save money. And other aspects of digitalization is on design production. We have, with the technology improving, can add value to our designs. For example, digitalize embroidery machines, digitalize printing machines, enable us to work with better design facilities, give value to the garments. So really, in every aspect of business, digitalization is becoming very, very important.
Thank you very much. And what do you think about digitalization, Mr. Hans? How do you see that?
I think it will help to save costs in the supply chain.
Yeah.
Our supply chain is a supply chain where there is a continuous fight for margins. There's enormous, and it leads to a pressure on prices every time, especially on manufacturers who produce the cost. So you have to look in where can you save costs. That's in logistics, and that is also in the preparation for the production, because the producing of clothing is still labor intensive, and it's not roboticized, whatever has been tried in the past. So it's still under the machine, etc., etc. So, but in the preparation for in the pattern making, in the design, etc., there you with the possibilities we have now with the digitalization, it's possible to be quicker in responding the market and to save costs. And what Cem is saying, the sample making, it's possible in the traditional way. You make a sample, you have to sew it, to cut it, and then you send it to your customers, and then it came back, and the logistic cost. Now it can be done by the computer. There are examples already where a fabric is made on a computer and approved by a customer, and then it goes to the weaving machine. And that saves a lot of costs, also less material, etc. So I strongly believe, and that's also a theme of our conference here in Antwerp. This morning, the digitization was a huge topic. On the other hand, I see that it also gives us a possibility that, for instance, consumer can have their own design and put it on the internet, and a producer picks it up and produces what the customer wants. Otherwise, on the other hand, we can also put a certain design on the internet and see who is interested, and if 150 or 100 people are interested in that design, you can produce it nearby, and with a delivery time of 2 weeks, for instance. That is all possible. So it will also help sustainability, because then you produce what consumers really want at the time that they want it.
According to Bill Gates' recent book, he says like the total emission of CO2 is 51 billion tons per annum. And during the COVID, it went to like 4 billion tons was, on a downer side. And now it's growing up again because everything was on standstill, no flights, no fossil fuel was utilized, no shipments. Most of the businesses went online. So how you see the future of carbon reduction as a sustainability process goes on, and is the requirement, because this emission is going to be up and it will have a bad impact on the Mother Earth?
Well, all the countries at the moment are working on how they can reduce the carbon emission. And as you know, Europe is doing a Green Deal about it, and all the countries are trying to adjust themselves to the laws of European Union. And also America is doing different things, China is doing different things, we are doing different things about it. Especially carbon footprint in our industry is very important, because garment and textile industry is one of the most polluted industry, they say, after the petroleum. But we still don't believe that, especially in our apparel business. It's not really too much, but of course the fiber production, the cotton needs a lot of water, and petroleum fibers uses a lot of carbon footprint. But of course we all have to work together to reduce the carbon footprint, and this takes time. We only just started, and countries put targets, and by 2050 they are trying to reduce to minimum level. We have to work all together and take the responsibility, and we don't really have to leave the responsibility to our customers, not because they want that we should do it. We want and we should do it. So that's, if we have this idea, I think it works faster.
Fantastic. And on behalf of members of PREGMEA, I will again say thank you to you for giving us that time and opportunity to discuss these important.
We are very pleased with the support of PREGMEA in IEF, and we still look back at the wonderful conference we had in Lahore.
Yes.
So greetings to all the members of PREGMEA.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.